Welcome to YouTube Original Stages, once home to Howard Hughes' Spruce Goose assembly hangar and home to much of the first Iron Man, filmed 12 years ago. Many happy memories here. And speaking of taking a look back, technology. It's advancing faster and taking less time to be widely adopted than ever before. Like, as in it took roughly 10,000 years to go from writing to printing press, but only about 500 more to get the email. Now it seems we're at the dawn of a new age, the age of AI, artificial intelligence. Please define.
AI is a branch of computer science dealing with the simulation of intelligent behavior in computers.
Yeah, okay, there you have it. What does it mean? I don't know. Tons of folks are working on it, right? Most people don't know that much about it, and of course, there's no shortage of data or opinions. Anyway, I've heard it said that the best way to learn about a subject is to teach it. But to level with you, I have a wildly incomplete education. Not in my day job, where I've been AI adjacent for over a decade. Anyway, I figured now would be as good a time as any to catch up on the state of things regarding this emerging phenomenon. My sense of it is it kind of feels like Pandora's box, maybe-ish. Much of my understanding on this topic has come from sci-fi stories, which usually depict us heading towards Shangri-La or dystopia. Like most things, I suspect the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Now, along the way, we'll demystify some common misconceptions about things we thought we understood, but probably don't. Terms such as machine learning, algorithms, computer vision, and big data, they will be conveniently unpacked to help us feel like we know what we're doing. Kinda. By the way, Pandora's box. What in the box? It was a clay jar. How about that? Demystified.
AI is teaching the machine, and the machine becoming smart.
Each time we create a more powerful technology, we create a bigger lever for changing the world.
Autonomous driving started.
It's an extraordinary time, one of unprecedented change and possibility. To help us understand what's happening, this series will look at innovators pushing the boundaries of AI and how their groundbreaking work is profoundly impacting our lives and the world around us. In this episode, we'll meet two different visionaries exploring identity, creativity, and collaboration between humans and machines.
Intelligence used to be the province of only humans, but it no longer is. We don't program the machines, they learn by themselves.
That's good. Right. My background's always been a mixture of art and science.
I ended up doing a PhD in bioengineering. Then I ended up in the film industry,
Working on King Kong to Avatar, simulating faces. I'd got to a point in my career where I'd been, lucky enough to win a couple of Academy Awards. So I thought, okay, what happens if we actually tried to bring those characters to life that actually you could interact with? Baby, ooh. What can you see? So Baby X is a lifelike simulation of a toddler. Hey, are you excited to be here? She's actually seeing me through the web camera. She's listening through the microphone. Ooh, yeah. Baby X is about exploring the nature of how would we build a digital consciousness if it's possible. We don't know if it's possible, but we're chipping away at that problem. Hey, baby, hey.
Problem is an understatement for what Mark's chipping away at. His vision of the future is one where human and machine cooperate, and the best way to achieve that, he thinks, is to make AI as lifelike as possible.
Peekaboo.
Which is why he began where most life begins, a baby, modeled after his own daughter.
So if we start revealing her layers, she's driven by virtual muscles, and the virtual muscles in turn are driven by a virtual brain. Now these are radically simplified models from the real thing, but nevertheless, they're models that we can explore how they work because we have a real template that exists, the human brain. So these are all driven by neural networks.
A neural network is a virtual, much simpler version of the human brain. And the brain is the most complex system in our body. It's got 85 billion neurons, each of which fire nonstop, receiving, processing, and sending information. Baby X's brain is nowhere near as complex, but that's the goal. Instead of neurons, it's got nodes. The more the nodes are exposed to, the more they learn.
What we've learned is it's very hard to build a digital brain, but where we want to go with it is we're trying to build a human-like AI which has a flexible intelligence that can relate to people.
I think the best kind of systems are when humans and AI work together. One of the biggest misconceptions of AI is that there is a super intelligent being, or what we call generalized AI, that knows all, can do all, smarter than all of us put together. That is a total misconception. AI is built on us. AI is mimicking our thought processes. AI is basically an emulation of us.
Like visionaries before him, Mark's a dreamer. The current state of his moonshot, however, is a little more earthbound.
Thank you for granting access to your microphone. It's good to hear you.
Today, most avatars are basically glorified customer service reps.
Rest assured, your health is my primary concern.
They can answer simple questions and give scripted responses.
I love helping our customers, so I'm keen to keep learning.
Beats dealing with automated phone lines for sure, but it's a far cry from Mark's ultimate vision.
Hey, baby. Hey.
To create avatars that can actually learn, interpret, and interact with the world around them, like a real human.
What's this? Spider. So we're starting to get a spider forming in her mind here. She's starting to associate the word with the image. So baby, spider. Spider.
Spider.
Good. Okay, what's this?
Spider.
No, this is a duck. Look at the duck.
Duck.
Yeah.
Baby X uses a type of AI called object recognition. Basically, it's how a computer sees. How it identifies an object like a spider or tells the difference between a spider and a duck. It's something that you and I do naturally. But machines like Baby X need to learn from scratch by basically sifting through enormous piles of data to search for patterns, so that eventually it can drive a car or pick out a criminal in a crowded photograph, or tell the difference between me and that guy.
But now I'm going to tell her that spiders are scary. Look out! Wah, scary spider. Wah. Hey, don't cry. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Now she's responding emotionally to me as well. So we've gone all the way down to virtual neurotransmitters, hormones, and so forth. So Baby X has a stress system. If I give her a fright, boom! So we'll see basically some noradrenaline was released then, and she's gone into a much more vigilant state of mind.
What Mark is working on is known as affective computing, AI that interprets and simulates human emotion.
I believe that machines are going to interact with humans just the way we interact with one another, through perception, through conversation. So as AI continues to become mainstream, it needs to really understand humans. And so we want to build emotion AI that enables machines to have empathy.
Hello, Peppa.
Hello.
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 Oh, dear.
We could do this forever.
Oh, now we could.
They've showed, for example, older adults who have AI agents that are in nursing homes. They are happier with a robot that emotes and is social than having no one there. That's really the enhancement of human relationships.
Hey, hello. You know, human cooperation is the most powerful force in human history, right? Human cooperation with intelligent machines will define the next era of history. Using a machine which is connected with the rest of the world through the internet that can work as a creative, collaborative partner, that's unbelievable.
Jessica, one more time. We're gonna go from just the first two verses, and the first two verses will take us to 3 minutes, okay? I love music. The whole concept of music is collaboration. So if there's some people that see me as a musician, that's awesome. I first became interested in AI because AI is a very fruitful place to create in. It's a new tool for us. I dream and make my dreams reality, whether the dream is a song or the dream is an avatar of myself. One time a friend was like, well, you can't clone yourself. You can't be in two places at once. That's the promise of the avatar. I left it over there. All right, here we go.
So you're about to enter the matrix. I'm gonna sort of direct you through just a bunch of poses.
The team from Soul Machines is here to create a digital avatar of myself. They had to put me in this huge contraption with these crazy lights. What do you want me to do?
Your face is an instrument. All the wrinkles on the face is like a signature. So we want to get the highest quality digital model of you that we can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, go. So we have to capture all the textures of their face, the geometry of their face, big gnashy teeth, how their face deforms with all the different facial expressions. How about a kiss? You could do...
With my eyes closed? Because I don't kiss with my eyes open. Every once in a while I peek. I want to have a digital avatar around the idea of identity. And that's the marriage of my data and my identity. Everyone's concerned about like identity theft. Meanwhile, everybody's giving away all their data for free on the internet. I'm what I like, I'm what I don't like. I'm where I go, I'm who I know. I'm what I search. I am my thumbprint. I am my data. That's who I am.
Pull your eyelids down like that. We want to get the, yep.
When I'm on Instagram and I'm on Google, I'm actually programming those algorithms to better understand me.
Awesome.
In the future, my avatar is gonna be doing all that stuff because I'm gonna program it, get entertained through it, get information through it, and you feel like you're having a FaceTime with an intelligent entity. Yo, check out this link. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Yo, can you post that on my Twitter? Hey.
Hey.
All right, I'm the Soul Machines lead audio engineer. Hopefully, we'll be able to build an AI version of your voice.
After creating Will's look, then we now have to create his voice. For that, we actually have to capture a lot of samples about how Will speaks. And that's actually quite a challenging process.
Shall we kick off?
Yeah, let's kick off. All right, boom, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm Will, and I'm happy to meet you. I'm here to bring technology to life. And let's talk about artificial intelligence. Oops. Really? Whoa. That's dope. So there's so many ways of saying dope, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, how realistic is it going to be?
This will sound like you. The sentences can be divided up into parts so that we can create words and build sentences like Lego blocks. It will sound exactly like you.
Well, maybe we don't want to have it too accurate. So you don't freak people out. Maybe I don't want it accurate. Maybe there should be some type of, that's the AI. Because this is all new ground.
Yeah.
Like we are in an intersection of a place that we've never been in society, where people have to determine what's real and what's not.
While Mark jets back to New Zealand to try to create Will's digital doppelganger, Will's left waiting and wondering, can Mark pull this off? What does it mean to have a lifelike avatar of you, a digital replicant of yourself? Is that a good idea? How far is too far?
We've been collaborating with machines since the dawn of technology. I mean, even today, in some sense, we're all cyborgs already. For example, you use OkCupid to find a date, and then you use Yelp to decide where to go, what restaurant to go to, and then you start driving your car, but there's a GPS system that actually tells you where to go. So the human and the machine decision-making are very tightly interwoven, and I think this will only increase as we go forward.
Human collaboration with intelligent machines. A different musician in a different town with a different approach is giving the same problem a shot.
People are concerned about AI replacing humans, and I think it's not only not going to replace humans, it's going to enhance humans. I'm Gil Weinberg. I'm the founding director of Georgia Tech's Center for Music Technology. Ready? In my lab, we are trying to create the new technologies that will explore new ways to be expressive, to be creative. Shimon, it's a marimba playing robot. What it does, it's listen to humans playing, and it can improvise. Shimon is our first robotic musician that has the ability to find patterns through machine learning. Machine learning is the ability to find patterns in data. So, for example, if we feed Shimon, Miles Davis, it will try to see what note is he likely to play after what note. And once it finds its patterns, it can start to manipulate it, and I can have the robot playing in a style that maybe is 30% Miles Davis, 30% Bach, 30% Madonna, and 10% my own, and create morphing of music that humans would never create.
Gill's groundbreaking work in artificial creativity and musical expression has been performed by symphonies around the world. But his innovation also caught the attention of another musician.
Okay.
A guy who unexpectedly pushed Gill beyond enhancing robots to augmenting humans.
I met Jason Barnes about 6 years ago, and I was just about finishing one phase of developing Shimon. And I was starting to think, what's next?
I got my first drum kit when I was 15 on Christmas. And when I lost my limb, I was 22, so I was kind of used to having two limbs. I started trying to fabricate prosthetics to try and get me back on the kit, which eventually led me to working and collaborating with Georgia Tech.
He told me that he lost his arm. He was devastated, he was depressed. Music was his life. And he said, I saw that you develop robotic musicians. Can you use some of the technology that you have in order to allow me to play again like I used to? So that's the prosthetic arms that we built for Jason. When he came to us, he just wanted to be able to use sensors here so he can hold the stick tight or loose. I suggested let's do that, but also let's have two sticks. One stick can operate with a mind of its own, understanding the music and improvising. One stick can operate based on what you tell it with your muscle. And also each one of the sticks can play 20 hertz, faster than any humans. And together they can create polyrhythm, create all kinds of textures that humans cannot create. All right, I think we're ready to play.
In some ways, the robotic drum arm allows Jason to play better than he ever has, but it still lacks the true function or feeling of a human hand.
They don't provide the kind of dexterity and subtle control that would really allow anything.
This revelation drove Gill to his next innovation, the Skywalker hand. Inspired by Luke Skywalker from Star Wars and created in collaboration with Jason, the revolutionary tech brings what was once the realm of sci-fi a little closer to our galaxy.
This is just like a 3D printed hand that you can download the files online.
Currently, most advanced prosthetic hands can't even thumbs up or flip you the bird. They can only open or grip, using all 5 fingers at once.
Most of the prosthetics that are available on the market nowadays actually use EMG technology, which stands for electromyography. And essentially what it does is there are 2 sensors that make contact with my residual limb, and they pick up electrical signals from the muscles. So again, when I flex and extend my residual limb, it will open and close the hand, and I can rotate as well. But the problem with EMG is it's very vague electrical signals, so 0 to 100%. It's not very accurate at all. The Skywalker hand actually uses ultrasound tech. Ultrasound provides an image, and you can see everything that's going on inside of the arm.
Ultrasound uses high-frequency sound waves to capture live images from inside the body. As Jason flexes his muscles to move each of his missing fingers, ultrasound generates live images that visualize his intention. The AI then uses machine learning to predict patterns, letting a man who's lost one of his hands move all 5 of his fingers individually, even if he's as unpredictable as Keith Moon.
The work that Gill is doing is really important. Gill comes from a non-engineering background, which means that his technology and the way he thinks about robotics is actually quite different than, say, the way I would think about it, since I come from an engineering background. And the commonality is that we want to design robots to really impact and make a difference in the world.
We were able to create a proof of concept with Jason Barnes. Once